Hello everybody. How is everyone on this Thursday afternoon? Is it Thursday? I think it's Thursday. I sound like my mom. So if you saw the picture that I posted, not yesterday, but the day before, it was a rose gold eyeshadow look and it showed you a custom palette that I made with 6 colors in it. So I posted that a couple days ago and I've had some requests from people to make a video showing how I did that look. And it's really easy. I did it in like 5 minutes. So let's get started. I'll show you. First, what I'm going to do is I have a little bit of LimeLight concealer on my finger. I'm just going to place that all over my lid. This is going to act as a primer and give the eyeshadow something to stick to and help it to not crease. Then what I'm going to do after that, I have all my shadows now in a big palette, so I'm still using the same 6 colors from the picture in the customized palette. They're just in here right now. So the first color I'm going to take is number 38. It's called Cream Boat. And I'm going to take that with our large fluffy eyeshadow brush and just dab it under my brow for a highlight. And I actually kind of like to bring this down as well to kind of add a base for the rest of the colors to go on. But I want most of that pigment to be under the brow bone. And then I also take a little bit and dab it on the inner corners of my eyes to add a little bit of brightness. We can tend to get a little dark in there. Okay. The next color I'm going to use is, I think it was number 40, Taupe for the Best, which is this one. I'm just taking a little bit of that. I'm just going to put it all over in my crease. Just place it there and then blend it. You're going to blend with tiny circles and windshield wiper motions. And as you're blending, you're going to slightly go up a little bit towards your brow, not all the way up, just to blend it and give it a nice transition to the white color. I do the same with the other eye. Take it slightly up again. Alright, so now that we have our transition shade laid down, do a little more blending here. I'm going to go in with this shade right here. It's number 33, Coral of the Story, right there, with our pointed blender brush because I want a little bit more control with this color. I'm just going to put it again in the crease. And you want to tap these off after you get some shadow on them because our shadow is really pigmented and a little goes a long way. So I'm putting that there, and then I'm going to take a fluffy blender brush and just blend this together. After that, where did my shadow brush go? There it is. I'm going to take number 2, Peachy Gleam. This color right here on the big fluffy brush again, and I'm going to concentrate this on the inner half of my eye with a little bit in the corner of my eye. After that, I'm going to take one of my favorite shadows. It's number 19 right here, Antique Bar. And this is a brown shimmery shadow, and it has like a little bit of pink to it. It's hard to see right here. And I'm going to take that on the other side of the brush that I just used, and I'm going to put that on the outer corner of my eye and just pack that on there. And with your eye color, you want to pack it on there, just kind of tap it on like this instead of brushing it all over the place, because that's how fallout can happen and it can get under your eye. Like I said, these are extremely pigmented. Just packing that on the outside. And a little bit is getting up into the crease, which is fine. That's what I want to happen. I'm going to take that big fluffy blender brush again, and I'm going to blend the crease out. Alright, so the top is done. You could be done there if you want to, but I always add color under my eye. If you can see, I have a wrinkle right here, and I hate that wrinkle. It really bothers me. So what I always do is I put shadow under there, and it kind of covers it up. So I'm going back in with that 40 Taupe for the Best that we used for our transition color. I'm going to take a little bit of that and just put it under my eye. After that, what I'm going to do is take our smoky eyeliner brush, it's a LimeLight brush, and take Brownie Points, which is the final color in that 6 shadow palette. It's this color right here, it's a dark brown. I'm going to get some of that on my brush and put it on my lower lash line. And you don't have to be perfect with this because we're blending this out too. I don't like a thick line under there. I like it to look more diffused and smoky. Then I'm going to take the same brush that I put the color under my eye with no extra product on it, and I'm just going to blend that out. Alright, so that part's done. Another thing that you can do that I also did in the picture was go in with Brownie Points again, same color, with an angled liner brush. This is also a LimeLight brush. And I just dab that into the color, and then I'm just going to place it on top of my eye for a powder liner and just kind of press and wiggle the line. This is a great way to do liner for people who are uncomfortable with pencil liner or a liquid liner. Just use a dark shadow and an angled brush. And the line doesn't have to be perfect. You're just kind of putting it in there and wiggling it into your lash line. Just gives you a little bit of definition for your lashes. Alright, so that's done. And all we need now is a coat of mascara. I have my mascara, and when I pull it out of the tube for the first time, I bend it down so that it's bent like that. It just gives me a little bit more control when I'm applying my mascara, and I just like it better. So you should try that and see if it works for you. A new thing that I've been doing with this mascara, since it has fibers in it, is right when I pull it out of the tube, I just start putting it directly onto the tips of my lashes. That way I can really make use of the fibers that are there. Sorry if I'm making weird faces. I think we all have a mascara face that we make and don't even realize we do it. At least I hope so, so I'm not the only one that looks silly. So I have some on the tips. Now I'm taking the rest and I'm going to start at the base and just wiggle it up. And this mascara is buildable. You could put extra coats and make it as long, your lashes as long as you'd like. And it doesn't flake down or anything. You can just keep building and building. But I'm going to stop for the sake of time. I'm just going to put a little bit of a coat on the bottom lashes. All right, there's the rose gold look from the picture the other day. We have a neutral palette that you can buy. There's 18 shades. They're all right here. Or you can customize your own palettes. You can get a 6-well palette or a 4-well palette, or you can buy them singly. And then the best part with these is if you get like a 6-well palette and you use your favorite color all the way down to the bottom, you just pop it out. There's a hole at the bottom. Pop it out, buy a new one, and pop it back in. You don't have to replace the whole palette. All right, talk to you guys soon. Let me know if you have any questions. I'm happy to help. See you later.